Hello, it is Anne Aleckson here, coming to you live on the Spiritual Events Directory page every single week on Thursday night at 6 p.m. Australian time. And I'm here to answer any questions that you have and to provide some channeled guidance from all that is. And we are just running a little bit late. So interesting. I was going live. I did go live on one of my coaching group pages where I work with my private clients. And I was live there until about 10 minutes before the hour. And as I was trying to go live here, it kept telling me that I was already live, and it was trying to share my live from my coaching group onto this page. So that was interesting, but I finally got that figured out. And so we are here live now. Love to have you join me, and I'd love for you to tell me that you're here. And also, so let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from, and say hello, all of those normal sorts of things. And what we're going to do, as we do every Thursday night, is I am first of all going to spend some time, probably the first 10 minutes. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward through the first 10 minutes, because what we're doing in the first 10 minutes is gathering together, greeting, getting our collective energy into the one place. And then at the 10-minute mark, I will we will share a channeled message. Hello, Leanne from the sunny coast. Love the sunny coast. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you as always. Thank you for joining us. So then at 10 past, which is in 5 minutes' time, we will provide a general message. And what we're going to talk about today is the energy that the world is currently in. The beautiful energy that's been coming through. Hello, Sandra from Logan. It's always lovely to see you as well. And Belinda from Brizzy, same as me. I like to call it Briz Vegas. Hello, Julianne. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to talk a little bit about the energy that we're currently in, what's happening in the world at the moment, some nice, encouraging and hopeful information for you around this current energy and what's happening, and then we'll go into, I'm sorry, I keep looking down because I've got something just near my feet and I don't want to trip over it because I'm standing up tonight, and I tend to move around when I'm standing up. So continue saying hello. Hi, Jamie from Ontario, Canada. Lovely to have you joining us. Thank you. Thanks, Patricia. Beautiful. So just let me know that you're here. Say hello. Let me know where you're calling, I keep saying where you're calling from because, you know, years ago I did a radio show where people called in. But I have to get used to saying, say hello. Let me know where you are watching from. And in about 4 minutes, we will get into the show proper, which means that we will share a message with you. We'll bring all of our energy into this collective space, invite the non-physical in as well. All that is, the group that I work with will invite all of those aspects in, and we will share some information about the current energy that we're in and a hopeful message for the planet. Hi, Tanya. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. I love that your name is Tan. Yeah. So we'll share a message, and then, and not before then, we will then open up for you to ask any questions that you have, either for yourself personally or any questions about anything at all, really. And certainly, if you have any questions come up about the information that we share when we go into our message in just 3 minutes' time, then you can ask those questions there as well, and we will answer them. I have with me today the Money Flow Oracle cards. These are my own cards. They have one word on the back. Funnily enough, the word on this one is words. And what then happens is that I use that one word as a prompt for the information that wants to come through for you around whatever it is that you're asking about, We love specific questions, please. I'm having a laugh with you, Tanya. Lisa from the sunny coast, hello. Hi, Rachel, lovely to see you. And we're speaking about the money cards, and Rachel has the name Rich, which is beautiful, of course. This, and you. We are what wealthy women look like, what rich women look like, what rich people. I'm making an assumption that we're all women, and I'm not sure about that at all. So this is what rich people look like, just like you and I. We are that. And I also have the Self-Care Dare cards with me. This is another deck of cards that I created around the same time. And on the back of them, this is all about self-love and self-care. So on the back is some hints and tips on things that you can do to step into the self-love vibe, which is the most important vibration for you to be in at this time. Gippsland, nice. All right, so just one more minute to go. I'll have a bit of water. I'm starting to get very warm, which means that there's more energy in the room than just me. And then we'll get started. Okay, lovely. If you're just joining us, don't forget to say hello and let me know where you're calling from. Absolutely, Rachel, that's exactly right. We all are. Hello, Donna. Lovely to see you. Sydney, Anna, I'm a fan of Sydney. I was born in Sydney, left there when I was 5, but I did go back there to partake of boarding school there. I went to a boarding school in Glebe, very posh private Catholic girls boarding school in Glebe. What an experience that was, and wasn't I a naughty girl? Yes, I was. Beautiful. All right, so it's 10 past. So what I'd love to do now is invite every single one of us who's here to join with me. Hi, Leanne from Adelaide as well. And hello, Ginia. Lovely to see you as well. So please take a moment now. I want you to own this moment, so to speak. I want you to breathe in and just let go of everything else that's going on in your world, just for this moment, just for these few minutes in time. This is all about you in this moment, right here, right now. It's about you. There's nothing else more important than you right now. So just allow yourself to come into this moment, knowing that this moment can last for hours or it can last for a millisecond, and you'll get exactly what you need. Indeed, Tanya. Indeed. Hello, Peter. Hello, Clea Rose. Lovely to see you. Ginny, gorgeous to see you as always. And so we're just gathering now, coming into the space, bringing all of ourselves into this space right here, right now, focusing in, listening in, hearing the words that are being spoken just for you, and allowing yourself to land in this moment where there is nothing else going on. There is nothing more important than you and what you need to hear and to feel and to be and to see right here and right now. So just close your eyes and relax. Bring yourself into the moment. Allow yourself to invite in your soul. Allow yourself to invite in your higher self. Allow yourself to also invite in your higher self's higher self, and on for as far back as it needs to go. And invite in those aspects of you that are from the angelic realms, those aspects of you that are from the guidance realms, those aspects of you that are from the star systems or the alien systems, so to speak. The names don't matter. Allowing yourself to come back, all of the parts of you from the past, from the future, and from right now, into this moment right here, right now. It is the only moment that matters. Right here, right now. And what we wish to share with you more than anything else in this moment is a message of hope, because we know that there are many of you at this point in time who are perhaps not falling into despair, but you're seeing despair all around you. You're seeing others falling into it, believing the things that appear to be happening in the world. And so we want to assure you right here, right now, that everything that is happening right now is exactly what needs to be happening in order for you to rise. It is exactly what is needing to be happening in order for you to face the deepest, darkest parts of humanity, so that you might then take a step away from that, so that you might see that right now the world that you're living in appears to have no compassion, appears to have no oneness, appears to have no care other than those of you gathered, of course. But we want to say to you, it only appears that way. And it appears that way in order to awaken those who are, unlike you, unaware still. It needs to be deeper, it needs to be darker in order for those who are truly asleep to start to awaken. And for you then to be able to step into your place in the world as a light worker, to start to lead those who are awakening into the greater light that will come. You've been in light, you're going into dark, deep, dark, dark, dark. And then you will come out into a greater light than you've ever experienced before, where each and every one of you will be an activated light worker who will be walking this planet on purpose, dressed as a human, but truly as a light being, who you really are, your soul, walking this earth, using this suit to do so. Many of you are already doing this, of course. Many of you are already doing this, or at least stepping into it and playing with it. And so you are, of course, the leaders of this revolution, we like to call it that, this revolution into light, or this love-evolution into love, this journey that you are all taking, and the journey that is being that the journey that you are taking, but that the entire universe is supporting through the photon waves that are coming in, through the big magnetic waves that are coming in, through the activation of the Earth's resonance, through your feet from the earth to raise your vibration. All of these things are happening for you. All of these things are happening for you. All of these things are happening for you. Every single thing that you might call a ascension symptom is absolutely happening to help you to rise above who you think you are, to rise above who you think you are, not to rise above anyone else, but to rise above who you think you are, because you're not that, you're so much more. And as you start to know that, as you come to know that, and as you start to be that in the world, instead of hiding who you really are, be willing to show yourself as who you really are, to stand in front of others and speak your truth, despite what anyone else might think of you, despite whether they laugh at you, despite whether they get cross at you because it's not what they want to hear, or it flies in the face of what their current belief is or what they've been trained to believe. When you are willing to do that, then you will be the leader of this revolution, of this evolution, of this becoming of humanity that is coming right now. We say this to you. There is much to be hopeful for. Of course, it doesn't look like it right now from a human perspective. And so we would urge you to pull yourself back to a non-physical perspective and look at it from there and see that there is nothing going wrong. There is nothing going wrong. There is nothing going wrong that cannot be righted by you taking your position as an enlightened activator, as a change maker who bees the change they want to see. In other words, you become the change you want to see, and you take action from that place, and you will achieve what you desire for this world quicker than if you're fighting the things that you do no longer wish to have in your world. It's about becoming the change you want to see, and then standing strong in your vibrational frequency of that change and energetically commanding that everyone match your energy. This is how you do it, one person at a time, and it starts with me and it starts with you. There is nothing going wrong. We have much hope, and we invite you to also step beyond the despair that's out there in the world today and into hope, and lead others into that hope as well. Tell them, yes, it looks like everything's falling apart. Yes, it looks like the bad people are winning. Yes, it looks like the dark is overshadowing the light, but it's not. That's only from the human perspective. Step back, step back, step back, and look from a higher perspective, and you will see the truth. Thank you. Oh, my voice. My voice. I'm just going to have some water. Thank you. And I'll just see what comments we've got. Thank you, Donna. Nikki, thank you for sharing with Debbie, who I assume is a relative of yours as well. Hello, Mandy. Lovely to see you. And hello, Nikki, of course. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, absolutely. That's correct, Donna. Leaders step up to help and support others rise. That's what we're all here for, every single one of us. Even though some of us might be standing here thinking, I've come to receive answers because I don't have the ability to answer myself, and I don't have the ability to create my own reality. But if you're here in this moment with us, you are far greater than you think yourself to be. You are far, far greater than you think yourself to be. Hello, Trish. Lovely to see you as well. All right, so that's the message that we wanted to share with you. And now that we've shared that message with you, again, I'm noticing that there's lots of angry faces and lots of crying faces and lots of laughing faces. So I'm going to assume that you're hitting the love button, because what else would you be hitting? So let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. What would you like to know? What guidance would you like to receive? What guidance would you like to receive? Nikki, we'd like to answer your question. Thank you for all those love hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love them. Nikki, I see that you have a question. Now, we're just opening up for questions now, but I want to come to you, Nikki, and answer your question. Nikki has said, is my soulmate close? And the resounding answer that's coming bang into my ear is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, close is relative, right? And that's what we want to share with you most of all, is that there is only right now. There is only this moment right here, right now. What you are seeking in a soulmate, a twin flame, is not the other person. It's the feeling that you'll feel because of the other person. And so we want to encourage you to allow yourself to feel that right here, right now. Just take a breath in, feel that love, feel as though you are loved, feel as though you are loved, feel as though you are loved unconditionally, because you are. But that's what you're seeking, unconditional love and acceptance. So give that to yourself first, because your soulmate is right there with you. You cannot access that being because you are not yet accessing that feeling within yourself. And so if we were to say to you, you can create that reality in a matter of moments by being deeply and unconditionally in love with yourself, we would get to work on doing that. Yes? You see, Nikki, what we want you to know more than anything else is that when you ask, it is given. It's the law. And it's far more than this thing that they call the law of attraction. The law is that when you ask, you are given. You are the physical manifestation of the non-physical aspects of you. You are the physical manifestation of the universe. And so when you ask the universe to provide you with the love of your life, you're non-physical aspects who are just other aspects of you come running towards you to deliver that thing to you. To deliver that thing to you. Now, if you're not receiving it, it's simply because you don't have the capacity within you for the emotion that you're asking for the feeling that you're asking for. Give yourself the love that you're seeking, and you will be presented. You will be ready to receive that being who will give that to you, will match that within you. And it won't matter so much then anyway, but you will receive it. Because when you ask, it is given, and we know you've been asking. We've been hearing you asking. The answer is yes. Now do the work to receive. Thank you. Trish, yes, absolutely. We are all remembering. Exactly. Hello, Nicole. Lovely to see you. Lisa, okay, when will I sell my Western Australian home and buy a family home in Queensland? Whew, okay, so you're making it conditional. I feel that your question is conditional. I have to do one before the other, and we want to open you to the possibility that the minute that you do the one that you think you can't do until you've done the other, the minute you make some choices on that, the minute you find the one that you want to buy in Queensland, the minute that you take action towards that, you will open you will open the floodgate for the other to sell. Take the conditions off it, in other words. Don't make the assumption or make the condition that you have to do one before the other. Allow it to happen in the opposite way, and it will happen for you. Now, just as a quick aside for everybody, if you ask questions about timing, about when, and all of those sorts of things, the energy that I work with, yes, I have psychic abilities and I could tell you those things, but I have a directive that it is not about that, because time doesn't exist. And we're moving more and more and more into that moment when time will cease to exist for many of us with regards to now. There's no future, there's no past, it's now. And so when you ask a question about when will I, we will talk to you to help you to get to that result that you want. But, you know, literally, if you were open to receive it right now, you could receive it right now. And that's on you. That's up to you to make yourself ready to receive by recognizing what it is that you need to clean up in your own energy field. And of course, we'll point those things out to you if we feel we need to. And so that's why the answer for that is take the conditions off it around this has to happen first before the other can happen, and allow it to happen the way it needs to happen. Excuse me. Monica's just saying, surviving in a toxic mainstream world as a health conscious person. Absolutely, but I'm not quite sure what your question is. Monica, did I miss something somewhere? I can't see. Are you asking how to survive? Just if you could just clear that up for me. Nicole, with insight into your marriage, will it end or will it work out? I'll be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it's healthy to me. It doesn't feel like it's healthy. And then I want to say to you this, Nicole, that doesn't mean it can't become healthy. In other words, again, same sort of thing. I want you to decide what it is that you want to be living. What do you want your relationship to look like? Whether this relationship or another. You need to be very clear about what it is that you're seeking, and then you need to give that to yourself. In so doing and showing yourself self-love, you will trigger either a change in your current situation to bring it to what you have now become, or a moving away from that and into something that suits the vibration that you have become. It's all about you and your readiness to receive, your willingness to receive, your willingness to do the work to bring yourself to the place you need to be in order to receive what it is that you want. Now, how do you do that? You become and you give to yourself exactly what it is that you're seeking from another. And we'll take this all the way back to the fact that we are all one. There is only one of us here having this experience. So if I'm not receiving what I want from someone outside of me, that's because I'm not giving it to myself, or there's some reason that I think I shouldn't be allowed to have it. And so I need to look at that and fix that within myself. It's not a healthy relationship, and you have the control about whether you change that and how you change that. Get really clear what it is that you're seeking, and then give that to yourself, and then let everything change as it must. We are love. We're love and we're rich, aren't we, Rachel? Tanya, I'm just going to say to you, what we've been saying is the same answer for you. You must give yourself those things first. It's not a safe job that you're looking for. It's a feeling of safety within you, a feeling that no matter what happens in the world, I'm okay. So you must give that to yourself. You must start leaning into the truth, because again, it is a truth that life is happening for me. And if it's true that life is happening for me, then if my job isn't safe, I'm still going to be okay, because life is happening for me. And it's the same with whether you'll find the right man. Become the right person for the man that you think is right. Become that person first. What do you want from what's a right man, and what will he give you that you're missing? Give that to yourself first, and then he will come. In fact, there will be a number of him come, so to speak. In other words, you'll be given choices, you'll be given options, you'll see even more than you currently do about what's possible for you. Oh, it's a very exciting feeling. I'm very excited here for you. I can feel, wow, there's someone there that will blow your mind, but it will be so far above what you can currently believe yourself to deserve. So go to work on seeing, you know, I deserve everything. So what is it that I could have? And then start creating that. Here, Donna, what I want to say to you around this project that you're currently creating, absolutely it will thrive, but it's not a short-term project. What I mean to say there is it's not going to thrive in the short term, but it will thrive in the long term. And I'm saying the long term. I'm talking years, okay? So you need to make a decision. Will I continue to build and build and build and build and build without it thriving until we get further out? Or am I only interested in the short term? So make that decision. But absolutely long term, like a couple of years out, it will absolutely thrive. But only if you start it right now, how you mean to end it in a few years' time, and then just keep plugging away at it. And you need to make that decision. You've got to make that decision about whether it's worth doing that or not in the short term, because I feel like you're seeking something else in the short term. You're seeking a short-term result. Sure, a long-term result would be great, but your circumstances right now need a short-term thriving. And so it might not suit you, but that's a decision that you need to make. Long term, yes, it will thrive. Short term, not so much. So make that decision. Leanne, you're not standing still. I want to tell you right now, you are not standing still. You have the impression that you're standing still, and I'll tell you why. Because as you raise your vibrational frequency, and remember, with all the changes that are happening in the world at the moment, with the Earth's resonance building, with all the work that's being done in the collective, with the vibrational frequency, with the photon waves that are coming in off planet, with all of these things, your vibration is rising. Now, you notice when you have a sudden rise in vibration and you think, wow, I'm really on my path. I'm really starting to get this whole spiritual thing. I get it. I get it. And then you get used to the feeling. You get used to the feeling. It becomes your new normal. And it's when you notice that this is your new normal, You start to doubt that you had the upliftment that you have had. So you think, oh, okay, I'm just back where I was before. But you're not. You're still moving. You're still in that higher vibration that you went through, that shift that you went through. You can't go back from a shift, and you went through many shifts, and you will go through many more. You're just in a moment of acclimating to this current vibration that you've stepped into. So take a seat, have a little rest, and get ready for the next one, because we're far from over with all of these shifts that we're going through. Okay? So the answer to your question, what is my next spiritual step, is one word: trust. 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 Trust that your non-physical aspects, which you are absolutely in connection with, are doing what needs to be done in order to continue to allow you to raise your vibration and to become the greatness that you came here to be. Trust. Okay. Sandra, I want to just say to you, much the same as the others, will I find work? Yes, the answer is yes. If you want work, you will find work, okay? Now, it's up to you to decide what that work is going to look like. And actually, we want to say something very, very special, very, very, very specific to you, Sandra, around this. I feel like I want to invite you to imagine that you can have more than you currently believe that you can have when it comes to the work that you do in the world or the job that you do. So what I'm saying to you is that you have a far greater capacity to be more than you currently believe yourself to be. What I'm essentially saying to you is I want you to get rid of what a job looks like, what you've done in the past, what a job looks like it might be for you. I want you to just let that go. Drop it on the floor. And then I want you to take a few moments after this, and I want you to get a piece of paper, and I want you to write down, if I could actually imagine myself to be someone a little bit special, if I could imagine myself to be someone special, and that I am able to have any job that I want, what would that job look like? What time would I start? What time would I finish? How much would I get paid? What would I be doing? Would I be answering the phones? No, I'd have someone else doing that. Would I be doing this? Would I be doing that? I want you to dream and imagine up the job that you're capable of, because you're not living up to your potential when it comes to your job. What I mean by that is you don't believe that you are more than you are. But I see you. I absolutely see you. You're worth so much more. And so the way to start to step into that is to, first of all, believe what I'm saying to you, which is coming from your soul and your higher self. You're worthy of much more than you think you are. So just go for the top. Go for the top. Go for the thing that you really, really want, not the thing that you think you can get. You'll surprise yourself. And by the way, you'll surprise everyone around you as well, just to say. Trish, thank you so much. That's a really beautiful thing to say. And the same could be said of you, of course. Has everybody met Trish? Trish does a show, a weekly show on this spiritual events directory as well. So keep an eye out for her. She talks a lot about manifestation, a lot about abundance, law of attraction stuff, all the good things. So make sure that you catch her show as well. Grace, grace, grace. The word grace, the energy of grace, is the most favorite thing that I just love grace. I love the feeling of grace. I love the energy of grace. I love to say every day, thank you, God, for your grace. Because that's what we all are, living in a universe that provides us with everything that we require with such grace and simplicity and ease. So thank you, Grace, for your presence, and good evening to you as well. And of course, my name, Anne, also means grace. So there you go, or at least I think it does. Someone once told me that and I latched onto it. I don't know if it's actually true. So, but you know what? I make things up all the time. Nikki, hello, lovely to see you. Nikki, I don't know if you joined us early enough, but we did have a really big discussion a moment ago about love and really being willing to give yourself unconditional love in order to then allow in someone who will offer that to you, because I don't think it's love you're looking for. I think it's unconditional love. In other words, acceptance for who you are from the person that you're with and having an intimate relationship with. So I want to invite you to make a decision right here, right now with me, and anyone else can join us if you like. Make a decision right here and right now that you're going to give yourself the unconditionality, unconditional love, unconditional acceptance that you crave from someone else. I want you to allow yourself to receive that and to give that to yourself first. Because you could certainly go out and find someone to love right now and someone who'll love you, but there'll be conditions on it, and there'll be boundaries around it, and there'll be conditions on it, and we don't want that for you, and you don't want that for you. You want unconditional love, but you must give it to yourself first. Okay? We feel like that's the more important thing for you to learn, because your career stuff will just flow along behind that. When you have that unconditional love for yourself, you will also give yourself everything that you need or that you desire. Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Monica. Okay. How to deal with the lower vibrations. I want to live in the tropics, but I'm finishing my degree in a city around a sick family. I feel it weakens me. I'd rather be in the tropics. Absolutely. So here's the thing, Monica, right? Let me tell you this. The reality that you created around you, you created around you. Now, what I mean to say is this. When you look out at the world around you, you can look out and see what is, or you can look out and see what you want it to be. So close your eyes and think for just one moment about what that preferred vibrational life looks like. What that preferred life looks like. You're in the tropics, it's warm, so you're wearing something sleeveless, maybe even a bikini, because you're having a day at the beach, lounging on a beach chair, sipping a cocktail perhaps, or not. It's entirely up to you. I would be. Perhaps you're even working on your computer because you're in a place where you can work whatever hours you want to. Allow yourself to feel. Can you feel that? Oh my gosh, I can feel it. And I think there's more than one of you feeling it. Can you feel the beauty of that? The relaxedness, the laziness, so to speak, and we use lazy differently than most people. The ease of that, the joy of it, the sun on your skin, the dampness of your skin, because in the tropics, your skin will be a little damp all the time. We've lived in the tropics. I've lived in the tropics. Just allow yourself to feel that right here, right now. You see, it's not the outside circumstance that you're looking for. It's the feeling that you will feel when you have the outside look the way that you want it to. And you can create that right here and right now. You can walk into a room of sick people and see them as healthy. You can walk into a room of your family in winter clothing in a cold environment, and you can walk in feeling as though you are in the tropics. You are creating your reality, and you create it first with your thoughts and with your imagination. Let your imagination go. Play a game. You could even talk to them as though you are in that environment. What are you wearing that big jumper for? It's lovely and warm here today. You know what we mean? And of course, we like to make fun of everything, as in make everything fun. But you are the creator of your reality. So decide the reality that you want to create and then start living it right here, right now. At some point, you will be able to transport yourself into that environment. If, when the time comes, it's still what you're seeking, because it's not what you're seeking necessarily. It's the feeling that you will feel in that environment. So find the feeling right here, right now. Step into that feeling right here, right now. Become that vibration right here, right now. And you won't need anyone else around you to agree with you. You will just simply live there. And Monica, I very much sympathise with you. I also have environmental sensitivities, but I didn't, and then I did. And when I found out, I manifested a healing around it, because we don't need to hold on to those things. Yes, they can be happening around us, but we simply change what we need to change, and we step into sitting on a beach, getting that lovely sun on us, beautiful fresh air, no pollution, and we live in that energy, okay? I know it's a far fetch for many of us, but it's possible for you. And I just want to stretch your imagination to see the possibility. Thank you, Nicole. Addie, let's just call you Addie. Hello. Any messages about stepping into my mission and purpose? You know what? Excuse me, burp, releasing something for you in your energy field. I'm really strongly feeling here that you need courage. You need to be brave. You need to be brave. You need to be brave. In other words, you need to be willing to start talking about your truth. You need to be willing to start doing the thing that you know you're here to do, even when no one seems to be supporting you, or you're frightened that they won't support you, or you're frightened that they'll actually tell you that you're wrong. Courage, courage. Just clearing out a little bit of that blockage that you've got in your solar plexus around that. So yeah, absolutely. Just keep doing what you're doing, but be willing to actually voice your truth, voice what you're here to do what you're here to do. Stand up against the skepticism is the expression that I really want to say to you. Just be willing to. Don't care about them. When you don't care about them, they won't have any need to tell you that you're wrong, or that you're doing it wrong, or that you are delusional, or any of those sorts of things. They only tell you that because your vibration is asking them to tell you that, so that you can transcend it and release it and step into your purpose more fully. Patricia, I happen to have some money flow oracle cards here. So I'm going to pull a card for you around that particular question, okay? How can I reach my higher self financially? And what I'm assuming you're saying is, how can I actually have enough money to live the life that I want to live, so that I can do the things that I wish to do in order to become the greater me that I know I am inside? So Patricia, let's pull a card for you around that, okay? Oop, one of them wants to come out. Really interesting. This is the card that wanted to come out. And it says abundance. Isn't that interesting, Patricia? So Patricia, I'm just going to talk to the card and ask it what it is that it wants to say. This is the money muse. Embedded within these cards is what I call the money muse, which is the guide around money that I work with. Here's the thing, Patricia. You are abundance. You are abundance. You are abundance. You are abundance. You are abundant. You have within you every resource that you need. You just need to own that within yourself. You need to know yourself as abundance. Now, at the top of the show, we were playing with someone's name, and we were saying, this is what a rich, wealthy woman looks like. Now, that comes from Denise Duffield Thomas, her money boot camp. She says that all the time. And I want to thank you, Denise, and I'll thank her tomorrow, but thank you, Denise, for this. I want to encourage you to start saying that to yourself. It's all inside you. I actually feel heavy in my chest right now, like my whole chest is filled with gold coins, right? This is the abundance that you already have within you, that you're not letting out into the world. So therefore, you're not seeing the results of it. You're not letting the energy of that abundance out, and therefore you won't receive the energy of abundance that's waiting all around you to feed your desires, is what it's saying. We're waiting to feed your desires. I want you to start a little practice of looking in the mirror every single time you go to the little girl's room, okay? Not just when you go to brush your teeth, not just first thing in the morning, but every single time you need to go and have a pee. I want you to, as you wash your hands, because I know you do, as you wash your hands, I want you to look into your eyes in the mirror in front of you and say, that's what a wealthy woman looks like. That's what an abundant woman looks like. That's what a rich woman looks like, okay? That's what I want you to do. And I want you to put that energy that I just put into that. That's what a wealthy woman looks like. Point at yourself in the mirror. That, you need to convince your brain that you are wealthy, and then your brain will allow that energy, that gold coin, it's quite heavy, out of your chest, that energy of abundance out, so that you can start to receive it in as well. Okay? Oh, I'm getting thirsty. I'll just have a sip. Got about 10 minutes to go. 41 comments that I haven't seen yet, so I will do the best that I can. Grace is saying, the stronger I become in myself, the further my children seem to go emotionally. The further away from you, do you mean, Grace? I'm not quite sure. Let me just tune in and... Grace, you have within you this little blockage or this little belief that says that when you are strong in yourself, you're being selfish. When you put your needs first, you're being selfish. And it is that belief within you. Can you feel that now? It's starting to rise. It's releasing, because it only needed to be seen. So, Grace, what I'm saying to you is that this belief that looking after myself first means that I'm selfish, it's an old belief. It's from an old system. We're leaving that system behind, and you're ready to release that. So, of course, you're seeing the result of it so that you can go, oh, okay, what's going on with me? Oh, I have this belief I need to release. So you need to just allow that to go. Wow, there's something happening with that right now. And it feels like it's happening for more than one person. So Grace, you're helping everyone here to start to release that as well. That it's okay to look after your needs, your emotional needs first. It's okay to look after yourself first. In fact, it's a requirement to look after yourself first. We all know that. Yet we have such a strong belief that, oh gosh, I've got to look after everyone else before I look after myself, especially my children. I have to. That's what otherwise how selfish am I to not be caring first and foremost for my children and be concerned about their welfare all the time and their emotional needs. Just let that go. Let it go. You might need to do some more work around that, and also just call in your guides who are with you right now and just say, okay, help me to release this as I sleep tonight. Okay? Again, that's for everybody. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, great, Donna. That's fantastic. I felt like it was a long term, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that short term it won't feel like it's thriving. So make the decision, yes, I'll stick with it, or decide not to. And I think you've decided to, so that's great. No, Grace, they're not treating you in any way except the way that you need them to treat you, so that you can transcend this belief system that's keeping you stuck right where you are, okay? They're doing you a service. I know, twisted, isn't it? They are doing a service for you. You energetically are saying to your children, make me feel selfish so that I recognize this horrible block inside me that won't allow me to move away from who I really am. Sorry, away from who I'm pretending to be and into who I really am, this greater being who knows that service to self is service to others, right? Okay, let's see. You've said something else as well. Yeah, yeah. You've got to choose yourself first. Okay, Rachel. Yep. Sandra, thank you. Yes, Patricia follows Trish. That's great. All right, fabulous. Okay, just catching up. Oh, that's lovely, Jenny. Thank you. Hebrew Hannah, gracious, full of grace, which is from Hannah. Yep, grace, gracious, mercy. So I had heard that correctly. Wonderful. That's even better. I love full of grace. I love that expression. So I'll take that one. Yeah, Monica, same thing, the same answer, right? I'm now reading your next comment here about how to remain strong. A raw food is sensitive to environments and people. You've just got to put yourself first. You've got to go, you know what, this is what's good for me. And speak to your body. I want you to talk to your body if you don't already. Talk to your body about everything that you're ingesting and everything that's going on around you. Ask your body, how do you feel about this? Is this the right thing? Is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? Should I do this instead? Have this conversation with your body, okay? But you have it within you to maintain your strength. Just know that you do have it within you to maintain your strength, to give yourself what you need, despite what's going on around you, okay? Sorry, I'm making a face because my jaw, sometimes when I'm doing this, my jaw gets a bit stuck because I get quite passionate. You might have noticed the energy. All right, thank you, Addie. I'm glad it was spot on. 6 minutes to go. Cynthia, hello. I would like to know if I am on path by putting in a resignation notice to my current workplace and moving forward in a new direction. I'm going to pull a card for you with regards to that, Cynthia. I feel like I want to pull a card. Okay. Cynthia, on path by putting in a resignation notice to my current workplace. Resignation. So, Cynthia, this is the card that came out for you. It came out a few moments ago, and I looked at it and thought, oh, no, there must be another one. But there isn't. This is the card. I'll hold it still so that you can see it. It says values. Values. There's something about the new direction that you're wanting to move into that is not in alignment with your values. I can't tell you what value it is that it's not in alignment with, but there's a misalignment in your personal spiritual life values and the new direction you want to take. There's a bit of a misalignment. So I just want to invite you to look at that and maybe just think, okay, what is it? What are my values? And then this new direction, what are my values when I'm in that new direction? Just make sure that there's an alignment there, because it feels like there's a little bit of a misalignment. And if you don't make yourself aware of that and then just decide from there, well, I just would like to see you make that decision from a place of knowing that it's aligned with your values correctly, okay? All right, I'm just going to run down because we've only got 4 minutes left. I am going to skip some people, unfortunately. Please understand that we've been here for nearly an hour, and in that time I've shared a general message for everybody, and I've answered lots of questions, and I know that the answer that you're seeking you will find here. So if you've only just joined us, you might want to watch the replay, and if I skip your question, please know that the answer is there for you. Just allow yourself to receive it through whichever way you would normally receive it, or watch the replay. And remember to come back to the Spiritual Events Directory page whenever somebody goes live with readings, because you will receive your answer, whether it's through me or someone else. Marie, I do want to give a reading to you because, well, I just feel like I want to, and I want to pull a card for you. Marie Doman, who is new here, welcome. and you'd love a reading, please. So let me just see. Excuse me. Lots of energy moving. Thanks, Patricia. Thank you for saying thank you. So Marie Doman, the card that came up for you is the decision card. I feel like, and I don't want to be rude. I don't want to seem like I'm being rude because I'm not a rude person. That's why I always preface it by saying, oh, what I'm hearing seems rude to me, the person, but it's not. I feel like there's some flaky energy around you. In other words, some energy that will just go wherever it's told to go, rather than you deciding what it is that you want to live and going after that. So I want you to follow the direction on this card, which is decision. I need you to, oh gosh, it's not that I want you to, but I need you. I need you to make some decisions about what you want your life to be, what you want your life to look like, what you want every single thing in your life to look like. Make some decisions about that and stop being willing to just be led by other people. Make some decisions about what you want your life to look like, okay? So that's from Marie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Moving on. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing that about asking a specific question. That's great. And Rachel feeling it in her heart space. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. That's interesting. So, Marie, we've just come across your next part where you said, I'd like to know what's in store for me emotionally and mentally. And the answer still holds true. Stop being what's the word I'm looking for? I use it to describe myself before I had my awakening. I say to people all the time, I kind of walked through my life. I was asleep walking through my life, just letting other people guide me to where to go, just following the norm, just doing what everyone else was doing, just doing what was expected. And then I decided that it was time to make some decisions about how I wanted my life to look. And that's what I feel here for you, okay? So that's what you need to do, and get control back of your emotions and your mental faculty, okay? Grace, I don't know what you said sorry for, but that's okay. All right, just moving. I'm just trying to catch up. Fantastic. It is now 7 o'clock. Before I go, I do want to. Hi, Monica. Lovely to see you. I'm good, thank you. Okay, so I think I've done everyone. I've done all of you. No. I hope that I answered everything that you needed to hear. Please understand that you have your own connection to all of the answers that you're seeking. You are a physical manifestation of the universe, which means that you have the ability, by simply remembering who you really are at your soul level, you have the ability to connect into the consciousness of the universe, and that's where your answers are. So allow yourself to receive them, allow yourself to know them. Trust yourself when you receive those answers, because I know for many, we don't trust the answer that we're receiving because we just, oh, I'm just making it up. So step into trust, step into knowing that you are a physical manifestation of God, and get out there and start acting like it, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast. I'm going to go now, and I will see you again same time next week on this Spiritual Events Directory page. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.